Ron Jaworski's best quarterbacks going into 2013 list is complete, so here are the top 5. Atlanta QB Matt Ryan, Ravens QB Joe Flacco, Tom Brady's number 3, Peyton Manning's number 2, and Aaron Rodgers is number 1. So, we should note that Drew Brees came in at number 6. Just a mention for everyone there. I turn to you, shaking your head already, but I'll turn to you, Stephen A. Smith, and your opinion.
Do I have to sit here?
You do have to sit here for this.
Can I just leave for a while?
No, because your knee hurts.
That's...
We have to stay here. Okay,
Stop.
so.
First of all,
what do you think about the list?
First
you have
of
a
all,
problem with
major props and profound respect to Mr. Ron Jaworski.
Say that with a straight face.
Well, I do. We both respect him. Come on now. And we know he knows his football, and we can disagree with him on some levels with these picks, but at the same time, we know he knows his football. He's synonymous with the game. He's highly intellectual about it, and he just sees it differently than us. I would not have had Matt Ryan and certainly Joe Flacco in my top 5. That definitely is the case. I definitely would have had RG3 far above number 13. All of those things are true. But at the same time, when I look at who he has number 1, bottom line is the bad man that he is, Aaron Rodgers. You know, he echoed. I mean, it was it was as if Jaw sat there and listened to me and just took the words and just come. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But I'm just talking about in terms of how he articulated and elocuted his position about Aaron Rodgers, the bad man that he is. That's what he did. Now let me tell you something right now. Let me remind everybody, because I want to call this stuff up, because these things are very, very important, and I just think they need to be mentioned. 39 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, a 108 passer rating, and that was a down year than the year before. See, this is what the point that I'm trying to make. It was a down year. He talked about Aaron Rodgers' athleticism, his arm strength, his ability to throw on the move or stand in the pocket, how he just makes things happen. This is a bad man. I'm trying to tell you, man, you can sit there, and I don't care. Take Aaron Rodgers and put him on the Denver Broncos. Take Aaron Rodgers and put him on the New England Patriots. Take Aaron Rodgers and put him on the New Orleans Saints. Whatever quarterback, take Aaron Rodgers, and I don't mean to sound blasphemous to the nation's capital, because I can't wait to get to Chocolate City myself. That's right, I said Chocolate City. I can't wait to get there myself to see RG3 this year, because I think he's going to put on a show. But take Aaron Rodgers and put him on the Washington Redskins. Let me tell you something right now. It don't matter, baby. It don't matter what quarterback you pick. In the end, when it comes down to, you take any of those dudes and you put Aaron Rodgers in place of them, and you either going to stay where you are or you are going to elevate to levels unseen. This is a bad man. And it's time that you show the deference and respect that it deserves to be shown. I can't believe that you don't get what Aaron Rodgers can do. This is a bad boy, man. And so ultimately, you can debate about Tom Brady and Peyton Manning between 2 and 3. I don't care about that. You can get all emotional about it. You can still be stuck on your emotions when it comes to RG3 still sitting there ticked off because how dare this man put him at 13. You can sit there and call out the great Ron Jaworski and get on him because he doesn't agree with your position. But in the end, when you say that Aaron Rodgers is number 1, you have saved face, because you have recognized officially who the baddest man in the NFL at the quarterback position happens to be. Now, you go ahead and you
Can I get an amen from the choir?
That's what I'm talking
You're not going to get one from over this choir.
Right.
Okay, before I get to my main point,
what?
Let me say that you are so disrespectful to Robert Griffin III to even suggest that Aaron Rodgers could run the spread option for the Redskins.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You said if you put him in Washington.
I said if you put him in Washington, the Washington Redskins would be just as good, if not better, with Aaron Rodgers. Are you kidding me? Are you trying to say that Ian Gasson and those boys and Albert Watson would be worse off with Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
Oh, Lord. Please. You need to stop it.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers can run the way RG3 can run? As mobile as he is?
I think Aaron Rodgers could do whatever it takes at the quarterback position because he is the best. And I think RG3 has years to go before he is as good as Aaron Rodgers.
One day soon, RG3 will be better than Aaron Rodgers. I said it, and I will stand behind it. And you will eat those words over time. I need a little time. I need him to get healthy, which he's on his way to being. He's visiting Dr. Andrews today as we speak. Back to the case in point here.
So blasphemous.
I want to declare my undying friendship to Ron Jaworski. I love the guy. I do consider him a good friend. I have known him since I covered him when he played for the Los Angeles Rams, when you were just a gleam in your mama's eye. Remember that? It's way even before your time.
You mean the rest of us? Go ahead.
Yeah, and
all of us.
You too.
All of us.
Yeah,
You too.
Yeah, you were
Me
about 17 at that time.
Really?
Whatever.
More like 7, but
yeah,
go ahead.
More like 7. I'm wondering if you got to Ron Jaworski somehow, and this is all to punk me on the air. I think this is all applied to get even with me, just to make me crazy on the air, because you cannot put Robert Griffin III 13th on your.
We know that. You've already made that call for 2 weeks, man.
I'm going to. That's just the start of it. I was okay. I let that one go.
You did it.
And all of a sudden, Russell Wilson is number 12. No, he's not. He's not better than Robert Griffin. Robert Griffin was kicking his behind before he got hurt in the playoff game. And then all of a sudden, number 11 is Kaepernick. And I love Kaepernick. But to me, RG3 did more in a bigger body of work last year than Kaepernick did in midseason. I was the biggest fan of Kaepernick. And then Andrew Luck. I'm on record as saying RG3, before the draft, I said he's better than Luck. But if you want to give Luck 10, fine. I'll let that one go. I did not have a huge problem with Drew Brees being number 6. He tries too many gambles, and he makes too many mistakes. He throws too many interceptions. I'm good with that. But I was dreading, where was Flacco? For a while, I thought maybe Flacco didn't even make it into the top 20. You know, and all of a sudden, he pops up at number 4.
Be nice.
I'm going to remind you. I'm going to remind you. Just go on the stats. Ron, please, what is wrong with you? Joe Flacco played two of the 2 worst games of the year last year, not just on his team, in the National Football League. He had a 0.3 QBR at Houston. It's pathetic. It's the worst since the
horrible.
stat was introduced. What was it, like 4 or 5 years ago? Then he had a 0.4 against Peyton Manning in Baltimore at the end of the regular season. It's just pathetic. You can't argue that that guy is the 4th on your list just because he had a miracle playoff run. And then finally, I'm sorry, Tom Brady is simply a better overall quarterback than Aaron Rodgers. I'll go to my grave saying it. He has proven it for a longer time than Aaron Rodgers has. Last year, just for last year, if we can just, if we're prisoners of last year's moment, Tom Brady had a better QBR than Aaron Rodgers did. And you pointed out, I thought by Aaron Rodgers standards, it was a down year. But
39-8 with a 108 passer rating.
All right, but QBR, Tom Brady was better. And Tom Brady did get his team to an AFC championship game, and he blew it. I agree with you.
Oh, come on now.
Okay?
Come on now.
So what's Aaron Rodgers done in the postseason the last 2 years? What has he done? Nothing. He's had a hard time. He lost to your Giants at home, right, 2 years ago?
Yes, he did.
And then last year...
Who won the Super Bowl?
What's that?
Who won the Super Bowl 2 years ago,
right,
and then he lost to San Francisco, a smash-mouth football team like the San Francisco 49ers.
But he's a
by
bad man. The bad man should be able to win those games.
Excuse me, when you have the worst defense in decades, one of the worst defenses in decades, I mean, that defense was so bad, they need to rethink Clay Matthews with those commercials. That's how bad it was, and it's not his fault because I know Clay Matthews is a stud, but I'm just saying, when you are unfortunately contaminated by and affiliated with a defense so inept, okay? The fact is that that's not Aaron Rodgers' problem. He doesn't play defense.
Okay, but by his standards, he had a bad game against Eli and company at home 2 years ago. I'm sorry he did. And you say we're judging you by playoff standards.
Tom Brady didn't have a bad playoff game against Baltimore a couple of years ago.
Well,
he didn't get outplayed in the AFC Championship game when they beat Baltimore. That didn't happen. What about the year before that? What about the fact that Tom Brady and these guys, the same guy you keep talking about, this organization who I believe to be America's team, the real America's team, by the way, hasn't had a Super Bowl title in almost 9 years. How about that?
Okay, you brought up 2 years ago. How about Tom Brady being the unanimous MVP just 2 years ago?
Okay.
That doesn't count?
No, I'm not saying it counts. That's why he's top 2 to me.
Okay.
You understand? But he's not number 1. He's not the bad man that Aaron Rodgers is.
I think I'm getting punked.
No, you're not. Stephen A., you agree with Jaws with the #1 quarterback?
Yes, number 1.
Give me your top 5 quickly.
Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. I'm going to put Drew Brees up in there.
4.
I'm going to put Drew Brees up in there. And then after that, it's a toss-up to me between Eli Manning and, dare I say, Big Ben Roethlisberger, based on his credentials in 2 Super Bowl titles. He's been injured, and that's been an impediment. But I've got RG3 top 7. I've got RG3 top 7.
All right.
That's to me.
Skip.
I have not thought about this because I didn't know we were supposed to
Really?
do this.
Really?
No, I haven't thought about my top 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'll go Brady number 1, Peyton 2, Aaron Rodgers 3, just on bodies of work. Now, I'm not sure about 4. I'm going to have to think about it because I already had RG3 as my 5th best quarterback.
Okay.
So I'll still put Drew Brees in there. He's accomplished enough. He has won a Super Bowl.
That's right.
I'll give him 4.
Okay.
Okay.
He gives Aaron Rodgers 3. Top 3.
I'm just saying, listen. It's not bad, but let's not give him a cookie. What do you want, chocolate chips and milk too? Listen, the fact of the matter is that him being the bad man that he is, you have no choice but to acknowledge, even though you're a nemesis of his, you have no choice but to acknowledge that he's top 3 because that's what he is. That's how bad this boy is. Aaron Rodgers, I don't even understand you. I really don't.
You know what?
I really don't.
The pressure is now squarely on Aaron Rodgers.
I'm not worried about it.
Live up.
I'm not worried about it.
Last year he was number 1 on Jaws' list too.
He
was. He did not live up. He's turning into the Tiger Woods of the NFL.
Whoa.
The pressure mounts.
Tiger Woods,
the pressure mounts.
2 years removed from a Super Bowl championship, and he's the Tiger Woods.
But we're seeing
he's
a
the
pattern
Tiger
here.
Woods. What pattern? What pattern?
Whoa.
What pattern? That's not his problem.
bad man.
Excuse me. The year that he didn't win the Super Bowl, that he lost to the Giants, 45 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, a 122 passer rating. That was a down year. What are you talking about?